Hey everybody, Scott. I'm doing the family message today. It's a little bit of a weird week in the Put Off German household. We've got VBS going on. So my wife is in charge of that, Jen, which kind of means our whole family has VBS going on. Well, I also signed up for this vertical running challenge, which is what I'm doing right now, which is walking up hills. And I also agreed to do the family message for some reason. So let's go for a little hike and talk about Mark 6, chapters 1 through, or Mark chapter 6, there we go, verses 1 through 13. And I'm going to paraphrase because my hiking backpack doesn't really, have a easy place for me to stash a Bible. But it's a two-parter. The first part of it is Jesus is preaching to his hometown, and because they know him, because Jesus is like the guy next door, he's the kid that grew up down the street, his message isn't really resonating with the people. And it's not that they don't sort of agree or like what he's saying, it's just that the person that's saying it is they know him, they're familiar. And so he kind of quips that it's you can be a prophet anywhere except for your hometown. The second part of the message today is of Jesus sending out the disciples in pairs, and that's what I'm going to focus on. So Jesus sends out his disciples in pairs to go preach and heal the sick and cast out demons. And so he sends them out, but he says to them, it's kind of an interesting thing, on top of kind of having a big responsibility there. He says, yeah, I want you to do that, but then don't take any food with you. Rely on the hospitality of others to get you through this. And I kind of think this is interesting. Not only is he giving them a challenge, like walking up this hill that we're walking up, but not only is he giving them a challenge, but he's also throwing something extra on it. And he's saying, I'm going to kind of make you trust in God here a little bit, that your needs will be taken care of, that you'll be cared for. And so that's our message today. That's our story today. All right, so we're kind of at one of my favorite parts of French Park, which is out in the middle of this kind of mature forest. So much of French Park is kind of choked with honeysuckle, which is an invasive species. Anyway, it's a nice park, so I feel like I'll finish up here. So the thing that speaks to me about that second part is this idea of being given a challenge and then some, right? Go and preach to the people, he tells his disciples, but don't take any food or water. It's got to be kind of scary. Not only are you doing something that's probably a little bit stressful, but now he's throwing this whole other idea of like, you not even having food? Wow, that's a lot to ask, I think. Have there been times in your life maybe that you felt that maybe some schoolwork, or maybe your parents are asking you to do some chores, or maybe you're going to go on a long trip, you got to sit in the car for like 10 hours? Oh no. Have there ever been times in your life where you're going to sit in that car for 10 hours and you're not going to be able to watch any tablet, or you're not going to be able to watch any sort of media to kind of make the time pass? You're going to be bored. It's going to be tough. That happens all the time, right? Sometimes things just happen, and that's just the nature of life. I'm sure that your parents have had many times in their life where things have not worked out the way that they thought they would, or maybe it's already been kind of a tough time, like say VBS is going on and you are deciding to run close to 7 to 8 miles per day as well on top of that. It's a lot to ask. But I'll say this. There are times when we're put in these situations where it may seem like it's impossible. But God usually does not put us in places that we can't handle. Such as walking down this really muddy trail after a heavy rain. God sometimes doesn't give us what we want, but he gives us what we need. And so if there are struggles in your life, if it's super busy, you're going to be in that car on your way out to vacation with your parents. Maybe you've got a big project or a big school project that's due. You just don't feel like working on it because it's too hard and you don't think you can do it. Trust in the fact that God is with you, and trust in the fact that you can. And it may not work out exactly how you want, but it'll work out exactly how you need. I hope you have a safe 4th of July, and we'll see you sometime soon in worship. Take care.